Well, Riot is making it easy to make videos. So, with the next dev update being right behind the corner, it is interesting to see that Riot decided to give us yet another article. And since this one is focused on loot, with loot being a very heated topic recently for many reasons, you bet there was quite a reaction around this. But while the first time they revealed a new progression system with the Battle Pass, there was a decent chunk of players who were interested to see how it goes. Well, after all the numbers landed and we realized that free progression was slowed down, which also includes the now infamous mysterious disappearance of Hextech chests. Well, now everyone is looking at every single update regarding cosmetics with somber eyes. Meaning that should you make a misstep now, oh boy, will there be judgment. This is all just foreshadowing for this video. So, let's have a look at what has Riot done this time with cosmetics. Well, we got an article called Skins 101, meaning that this one article should contain all the info we should need for skins. Spoiler alert, it doesn't really. There are details that are missing. But then again, in the first line they mentioned that this is just a refresher. We've been iterating on skins and how you can get them over the past few years. So we wanted to drop a refresher for new players, or those that have come back after a break. The interesting thing we can mention here is that, once again, similar to the Mel situation which we talked about last time, the way Riot acts kinda hints at the fact that there has been a surge of new and returning players. Just something cool to mention before we all burn down. So then they go into the basics. Most skins you'll encounter in League are available in the store and can be purchased with RP, the in-game currency. These skins have different tiers including Epic, Legendary, Ultimate and more, each tier reflecting different features. It's funny to see that they mention more after talking about Ultimate skins. Of course, they are likely hinting towards Exalted skins. And they don't mention that Epic is the lowest tier you can go. Like, come on, we all know that 900 RP skins are gone, but you still showed a few of them in the screenshot. In the crafting section of the Loot tab in the League client, you can also use skin shards to unlock skins. Skin shards are most frequently acquired through loot, and can be upgraded into skin permanence by spending orange essence. Alternatively, you can combine 3 skin shards to obtain 1 random unowned skin permanent. Nothing new there, it's just funny that after they tried to simplify the entire system, orange essence is still a thing. Some of these skins may also appear in various loot pools, like A tier in the Sanctum. In case you forgot, the Sanctum is the glorious gacha machine. Don't be fooled though, the most common thing you get there is still just a mythic essence. After which they dive into the Battle Pass. Battle Pass skins are skins you can get by reaching the Battle Pass milestones within the event window. The free version of the Battle Pass currently offers 1 earnable skin, while the paid pass has more, including a Battle Pass prestige skin at level 50. So yes, they say that there is 1 free skin, currently, but that is totally ignoring the fact that we were supposed to get more in the progression system through Hextech chests. But let's not talk about the free rewards. Instead, how about some prestige skins? Mythic skins are typically not available for purchase with RP. These are typically either prestige skins, skins available exclusively in the Mythic shop, or limited availability skins for special events. Prestige skins come in 2 different types: Battle Pass Prestige Skin and Mythic Shop Prestige Skin. As mentioned above, unlocking the Battle Pass Prestige Skin occurs when you reach level 50 on the paid Battle Pass. So all the info you get from this is nothing really. What's worse, everyone is still confused. How is it possible that nothing is really happening and yet everyone is confused about the names? Mythic skins, Mythic Prestige skins, why? What's important to remember is that all of those are paid. That's it. Mythic Shop Prestige skins, however, are available in the Mythic Shop in the Loot tab. There, they join other skins available for Mythic Essence. Within the Mythic Shop, you can expect to see new skins added with content rotating through on unique timers. So yeah, basically that's your Fortnite rotating shop. Except you don't use RP, you use Mythic Essence, which is really just a conversion of RP through various events. Remember how Riot tried to simplify loot? We need an article for it now. Finally, during special events, limited time skins may also be available that fall under the Mythic classification. These skins cannot be directly purchased with RP or Mythic Essence, and are only obtainable during specific events. In other words, we're talking about free skins, for example, from the Arcane event. those are Mythic now. Keep in mind that Mythic skins are different from Mythic variant skins, which are on a different rarity and have a unique acquisition method. That's right, there are also Mythic variants, which is a totally different thing from a Mythic skin. Again, who is naming these? I have no idea. But do you know what I know this is? It's the glorious gacha machine! So next they get into that one. Mythic variants and exalted skins are skins obtained using the Ancient Sparks currency in the Sanctum. In other words, say it with me, the glorious gacha machine. Spending an Ancient Spark on a pool gives you a chance to get reward from a pool of items of varying drop rates which you'll be able to see in the client. Neither of these skin types are planned to be added to the reroll pool, so the only way to get them is from the Sanctum. Even though this is an article that is supposed to have all the information, there is one thing that is still not mentioned. Are these skins gonna be rotating or are they just gone? We don't know. I'm gonna assume one day all the exalted skins are gonna be rotating. Otherwise, that would be really dumb. And speaking of dumb, first select which banner you wanna pull from on the left. Yes, they are using terms which were invented by gacha games. Either the exalted banner for the exalted skin, or the mythic banner for the mythic variant skin. These banners and their reward pools are separate, and each has its own counter in the client to track the maximum number of pulls needed to unlock the skin. Pulls made on the exalted banner do not count towards the mythic banner and vice versa. And this is where we get into the dumb. In case you don't understand what's going on here. The glorious gacha machine will have two things that you can roll for. Normally in gacha games, these two things have a shared pity system. Meaning that if you pull on one thing, you don't get what you wanted, and then you decide, actually let me roll on the other thing. Well, all the unsuccessful pulls you used before still give you a better chance on the new thing that you are pulling for. This really is just a basic gacha system. However, Riot is not using this. And stupidly enough, there is a logical reason why. So for a moment, let's just pull back the curtains. First of all, there will never be a circumstance where I will say that the gacha system for League of Legends is good. It is bad, it is garbage, it should not be in League of Legends. League of Legends as a game was never designed with this cosmetic acquisition. When it comes to gacha games, at least those are built from the ground up around that system. That's why the basic progression loop in other gacha games just gives you free pulls. In League, you don't have those, so the entire system fundamentally doesn't work. Simply said, this is bad. But if you have a look at it from the company's perspective, it is weird that League of Legends has far more players than other gacha games, and yet Genshin literally has 10 times the earned revenue of League of Legends. So from the business perspective, yeah, it makes sense that League can potentially earn a lot more money, which Riot can burn on other cool things. Which, to be fair, that is what Riot has been doing with stuff like Arcane and the MMO. A lot of money burned. But if you decide to put a bad system into League of Legends, why do you make the bad system worse? Well, here's why. You see, the mythic variants are actually a cheaper version of the exalted skins, meaning that you only need half of the pulls to get the mythic variant. Because of this, there is a scenario where you can only get halfway through getting the exalted skin, and if the pity system was shared, on the next pull you would have a guaranteed mythic variant. It's simply because these two banners don't have the same chances of getting the main loot. So in their decision to keep these two banners separate, they literally lock themselves of making a bad system better because it would allow people to min-max loot in a really stupid way. All of this could have been prevented if you take both of the skins and you put them on the same banner. Sure, have it a 50-50 if you want, where halfway through you roll if you get a mythic variant or if you have to keep rolling for the exalted skin, but that legitimately would have been a better system. What they have right now is just bad. And that is really all I have to say about this. So next they also talk about Victoria skins. Hey, we all know Victoria skins. You play ranked. You don't have to play as many games these days, but you just play ranked. And you get it. And then you also have honor skins. For those, just don't be a bad person. Just play. Play the game and don't chat. Just turn your chat off and play the game. That's how you get it. But of course, there are also what they now call Transcendent skins. the League cosmetic version of a collector's edition. Transcendent skins are made to show your dedication to your favorite champs and to show off in-game. These generally are available for direct purchase with RP, and have currently only appeared as part of Hall of Legends, and are not planned to return or enter the reroll pool. This is something I don't even want to talk about. Look, we talked about the $500 Ari skin a lot of times already, but to call it a collector's edition is hilarious. This is collector's edition. This is collector's edition. That is something digital for which you only technically have a license. And lastly, at least, they give us some clarification on legacy skins. There is a category of older skins that have the legacy content indicator on them. These aren't normally available in the store, but you may encounter them during specific events your shop offers or through loot. Limited skins, on the other hand, are skins that were exclusive to certain moments or activities, and are no longer available to acquire. You can find a list of many of the legacy and limited skins on our player support page. Yep, that was a trip into the past. While there may be a few exceptions here and there, we hope this article makes it easier for you to understand how to get the skins you want, whether you're looking for a new fit for your main, or something to complete the perfect skinnergy with your duo. Good luck, have fun, and see you on the Rift. So, I guess it made me understand. But here's the thing. After this article was dropped, there are a few funny things that came up. First of all, did you notice the one thing? The fact that this was an update on loot and Hextech chests were not mentioned? Yes, I'm pretty sure Hextech chests are now gone. Even the official article just totally ignored it. So the next dev update is our last hope. But also, after you try to simplify all the progression systems by shoving it all into a battle pass, it is funny that you still need an article to explain the new loot system. But also, after you explain how the new loot system works, and after you explain that the banners have now been split into two with equally bad progressions, what would be the right thing to do next? That's right, put a new skin on the banner system. And so here we are with a new skin line that was just revealed called Masked Justice. I told you there would be justice. These are pretty much hybrids between a Project and maybe a little bit of Star Guardian. I mean, it is literally Power Rangers. Sana is your pink Power Ranger. There's not much to mention. It looks good. For 99% of playing this skin, you will just see her in her mask. But in her recall, she will take it off. And because it wouldn't really have much value, Riot just decided to use the base head from the base skin. Then there is Yone, who is your blue and red Power Ranger, because, you know, of course, he has a dual motif. And hey, here, especially the visual effects are really good. The sound wave in the ultimate is awesome. And lastly, there is Lucian, who is your green Power Ranger. Again, the visual effects are quite cool. But of course, there is also the new Quantum Galaxy Slayer Z. And this is where things kinda crumble. Riot, this is the third time you brought up Galaxy Slayer Z. There is the base version, there is the Mythic Chroma, and now there is the Mythic variant. Again, who is naming these? And you know what that means? That means that's a gacha skin. Now thankfully, for the most part, this skin looks unique. I mean, it is less Odyssey styled, and it's more Project styled. So why is it still called a Galaxy Slayer? Well, that's because it is still using the original legendary animations from the other skin. In theory, this is recycling old legendary animations and it is giving them more value. On one side, this is clever. On the other side, if everyone is legendary, is anyone really? Not to mention that in the recall, he really does look like Project Silas. But again, remember, this is a Mythic variant skin, meaning that you have to pull for it on a separate banner. But because it is a Mythic variant, it is cheaper, so this one is only $125. I know, only. And that is where we currently are. In Riot's effort to simplify loot, which also includes the taking away of the Hextech chests. Because, sure, the keys and chests is an outdated system that dates back to the old Counter-Strike. But in return, we got nothing really. But also, the new gacha system is getting new items, which means, in theory, there should be an additive value to the system because there are more items circulating. But instead now, with each new release, the entire system is just worse because everything is separated. So, remember when we thought that TFT's monetization was horrible with the eggs and the $200 boards? Yeah, can League have TFT's guarantee system, please?